Hi, my name's Tony and I'm from the SUP company, and I'm here to tell you a little bit more about the 2019 Red Pedal Co 10.7 Wind SUP. The 2019 Red Pedal Co 10.7 Wind SUP may at first glance look like many other boards in the Red Pedal Co range, but it has a really interesting side to its nature, and that is the board can be windsurfed, and it's not a gimmick. It does generally work. It goes upwind, it reaches really well, it goes downwind without issue, it's got bags and bags of glide. But for the vast majority of time, you'll probably be using it as a paddleboard and occasionally sailing it. And if that is the case, it's going to work brilliantly for you. In terms of first glances as well, the overall shape and look of the board isn't going to be too dissimilar from the Red Pedal Co Ride range, which is core to the Red Pedal Co range, and in that is the 10.6 Ride. And this board actually shares almost an identical outline, but it's just an inch longer and an inch wider. So at 10'7" overall, 33 inches wide and 4.75 inches thick with 296 litres of volume, as a paddleboard, this board will work really well as an all-rounder for an awfully broad audience, carrying paddlers of up to around 105, 110 kilos, somewhere around there. But the board itself, let's take you through from the nose down to the tail. So a really nice addition to the front of the board is another carry handle, and that means that if you are lifting it to and from the beach and there is a rig attached, it's very, very manageable. Mounted at the tail end of the carry handle, we've got a female M8 fitting, and that allows us to carry anything from ram mounts or also rail blazer. So then we can fit a mobile phone, fishing rod, action sports camera, whatever we need on the front of our board really, really easily. One thing missing from the board though is a bungee net, a carry system on the front, and that is deliberate from Red Pedal Co's part. It's not absent-mindedness. It's simply that when the board is used as a windsurfer, if you are coming around the front of the board, around the head of the mast, then to have something on the front there underfoot is going to be really, really uncomfortable if you do stand on it, and ultimately a trip hazard. So it's a good idea on their part to keep it clear. Seamlessly though, then we roll straight back into their deck pad, and this is one of our favourite features of the Red Pedal Co boards, is this red repeater graphic. It's not vanity on their part. Genuinely underfoot, it's not only comfortable, but there is masses and masses of grip, and it also looks really, really good. Back in the centre though, we've got one of the key components as to why the board is a Wind SUP, and this board here can be windsurfed really readily. It takes a standard universal joint that will fit any rig seamlessly into just the thread, and it winds in very, very quickly and is also really easily removed, so the board can just be paddled naturally again. Nice plastic-free carry handle in the centre with a bit of embroidery there also. The board though then runs with the deck pad flush back through to a really nice diamond cut area, which is also carrying that red repeater graphic seamlessly across the colourways. On the tail of the board though, we've got another handle, and that's handy just because of the fins on the bottom of the board as well. The valve itself rounds out the board really nicely. It reminds us also there with a bit of information around it that the board takes 18 to 20 PSI, which makes it one of the stiffer boards on the inflatable market. And then we've also got a D-ring there for our leash. The reason why I say the handle on the tail end of the board as well is because it's not running a standard Red Pedal Co iFin system like the rest of the boards in the Red Pedal Co Ride range. We've got two US fin boxes which come with two 8-inch fins that are removable completely. The centre fin, you're only ever going to have that fitted in windsurf mode. So you've got the ability to generate some lift and go upwind and also reach effectively with the board, so you're not going to get blown downwind instantly. And then on the tail of the board, there is exactly the same fin again in also another US fin box. It's worth noting that because these fins are slightly deeper than the standard iFin system on the Red Pedal Co range, is that the board actually tracks ever so slightly better as well than that stock 4.5-inch iFin system that you see on something like a Red Pedal Co 10.6 Ride. But the board overall, if you're looking for a really good all-rounder but there is a possibility that you are going to get into windsurfing, or you're a windsurfer already, or in fact there are smaller members in the family that want to be introduced into windsurfing. Then as a platform it works really, really well, but it's nothing that's going to detract from the paddling experience, and ultimately there's nothing from the paddling side that's going to detract from the windsurfing side. So if you want a good all-rounder, yeah, I'd probably have the 10.7 on a short list and give it serious consideration. Thanks for watching our video. If you've got any questions about what you've seen, why not give us a call in store or visit our website, thesupco.com. If you want to stay up to date with all our videos, make sure you subscribe up here and turn on the notification bell. Alternatively, you can watch our next video up here.